morning, YouTube. I'm here with the Eddie Horvath.
Good morning. Good morning.
It is the 22nd of May. And,
already.
And it's like, look, shorts and tank top. It is nice up here. I talked to Nathan from out of the woods last night, and he said they were pushing 90, and I said, guess what? We're at the very, almost 90.
Oh, real close.
We're
Feels
high
like
80s right now for western Pennsylvania. We're running way above normal, and I will not complain about heat.
No.
I would rather deal with heat than freezing, because we sure put our share of cold in this year, didn't we?
I would have put my shorts on, but
yeah,
you get splinters on this end.
Yeah, you'd have to put some sort of a leather dress on.
Yeah.
But yeah, great news. We are at 40,100 subscribers as of this morning.
Appreciate everyone.
Thank everybody for getting us to this point, and we want to see this channel keep growing, and we're going to keep bringing you some good videos. So what do we got going today, Ed?
Oh, we've got a nice log back here. We've got a piece of pine, small end 32, and the big end over 40.
12 foot long.
12 foot.
And we're going to do something called, it's called facet sawing, or making a stop sign out of it. And this is the only way you can do this with a 56-inch saw without a top saw. And it's not wasteful. Everybody comments on it. They get all upset when they see that being done. It's either take a heavy slab off and throw it in a slab wood pile, or keep rolling it back
Take that
and
little
keep clearing
bit.
the saw, and then you'll be pulling off boards that are usable. So that's the method we use, and I'm not going to change that method.
No,
on
if you gauge that log up right there, you would get the same amount or minus.
I think it's 500
feet.
500 feet there. I think roughly.
Oh yeah, yeah.
500 board feet sitting on one log. So we're going to cut it into some real thick bar top material, tabletop material, and we'll try to get some thick slabs out of this one. Depends on what it looks like when we open it. And then also, what else we got?
We got some beech. We got to make some treads.
Yeah, them treads that we cut last for Friday Eve. If you start sending people bad lumber, they'll never be back. So we're not going to use them. That log was too far gone. But we'll use it for something around here.
Running in the mud or something.
Yeah, we'll use it for. It'll be used. But well, that sounds like a lot to get done here. So
we better get to it.
We better get going here.
All right.
All right, let's start this show. And today we're sawing up, I'm going to use the word huge pine. And to some people that might not be huge pine, but to us it's big. So I'm going to bring this thing up here. This is going to take a little bit of skill. But you can't get in a hurry with this stuff. It's just big, it's ignorant, but it's going to produce some nice lumber. And we are going to saw this thing into facets. And when I mean facets, you'll see what I mean. We're going to keep rolling it back, and some people just go absolutely ballistic over this, but we want this thing to get out nice and slow. Couldn't have loaded out much more gentler. And what I'm trying to do here now, and there it is, Master Dog to the rescue. And reference wise, I don't know if we're going to have to open up the knees just a little bit more. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I'm going to get my bearings here where we're at here. As long as we cleared the saw one time, we more or less got this log. And again, we're just taking our time. No big hurry. Yeah, I'm going to still clear, so I'm going to take a skim here. Okay, now we're going to roll it back a little bit. Now you can see where the cut line goes. See, now we're going to be able to clear the saw. Start whittling her down. Take a little bit off and get up. Could be some nice pine. It's going to take a little while before we get down to our magic number. I got a lot of sawdust in front of my... we're going to have to do a cleanup here pretty soon. I can see another problem brewing right now. There we go. That's like a clear face there too. All right, back to the saw. And if I hit a set, I think we'll still clear and we'll get a board to edge off. So now you start trading off. You should be able to crack that off of there. Yeah, you can see the saw just barely breaking through. Oh, it didn't throw equal. Oh well. Get it on the next turn. But once we get this squared up, this is going to be a really valuable log. Making sure we're dogging it down good. Bigger is not always better. And how true that is right now. Getting it there. Mills doing this technique. Close to being able to lay it down at some point here. There we go. Now roll the knees back again. Get close to striking distance, people. That is some nice white pine, no stain in it yet. Now we'll have an edgeable board again. If it's going to let me get me another one off of there without breaking through. Let's see. There we go. This is that bus motor, Louie. All right. We're making some real good progress now. Okay, I'm at 25 inches. I'm going to... Let's see what happens here now. If I can whittle this down a little bit. Try some. Let's see where we're at. Let me put that big flat down. Get on their pedals. Let's reverse a little bit more. All right, let's see what happens. Get some usable lumber out of this thing on a decent face here. Beautiful face. And we'll try to get her down to our 22, the magic number. That's a pretty board there. All right, we're just about there. Magic number, we are at 23 and an eighth. I'm going to take a little bit. That's not enough to edge off there yet. What I'm hoping for is just to lay this down now. Lay that down, and I think we're where we need to be. Not too bad. Of course, I know some people won't like it, but I will. And we didn't want to put something like this on a band mill because you'd have boards that would look like the ocean. Last face. That don't get stuck on the way back on any garbage there. Not at our 22 yet, but we're awful darn close. So let's get back to this other face. I got a shoulder here that's going to help us. Well, we're going to go from this to heat slicing mode. Down to the 22 and get it over with. Gotta take a little bit more off of that. That wasn't smart. Let me get that piece out of there. is extra sticky there. All right. And that little bark shoulder basically helped us to get us down to our magic number. Eddie's moving some. See, Buzzy's on the scene. Perfect. All right. But it is what it is. Big logs sometimes can cause big problems, but we're getting it. We're going to end up with some very nice pine wood out of this. Okay, we're going to true this back up. Back to where we can start taking some nice wood off of here. Beautiful. There she goes. I'm going to pull some 2, Eddie. 2-inch thick coming up. That'd make a nice tabletop, bar top, you name it. That's referred to as money boards. That's more like what Nathan does here. Thick slabs. All right, we're starting to get down into the pithy area. So we still got a 14.5-inch piece on there. So let's get a good face back on there and start working with it. That held very accurate for how big that log was. That'll edge adjust the 1x12. Shout out to Jim from Alabama. He called me up, I think it was Wednesday, and he had that problem with his Edmonston sawmill, and turns out it was definitely a saw blade problem, and he found himself another blade, and he said it's sawing perfect. So he's going to send me some pictures of his mill. I think he said he's 78 years old, he's sawing, so God bless him. And he has several eddies. He has a crew, so. Yeah, this is 1x14 now. Let's roll it out to the other side here. Try to get as close as I can to that headlock. Face back on it and bring her down. Something going on there. We checked it for metal. But that to me is starting to worry me. I don't know what bored into there, but something sure did. Boy, if you could smell this, you would be loving life. I think we're going to finish this off with a bunch of 1x8. How's that sound? That way we're not cutting this down into just a crazy dimension board at the end. True it back up and get rid of this thing. that piece of thin wood didn't go down there and plug up my blower, but find out here in a minute. Beautiful boards. And all in all, it didn't take that long to turn this into something. So you're looking at 8 board foot every time the board comes off here. And big ones, the things are 20, like 40 board foot a piece, cutting it at 2 inches thick. And Saul's loving this. Hard to believe. Less than a half hour ago, there was a humongous log. Where'd it go? I'll just take that down to 2 inch. Call it quits. There it is. Alrighty, we're gonna let you go here. We'll talk to you in a minute. All right, that's what we yielded. This is one log, and I don't know, what do you think the footage is here? It's a lot, I know that.
Oh,
Very.
500 feet.
And these are 21.5 inches wide by 2 inches thick, 12 foot long. So anybody building a bar top, get in contact with us. This is all for sale. We'd like to sell this as one log because everything will match if you're doing a project.
Oh yeah, it makes somebody something really nice.
Yeah, this is really turned out good, Ed.
Yes, it did.
And I know some people will say, well, that was a lot of wasteful sawing, but it really wasn't.
No, that
Took about 30 minutes to put off 500 feet, so you're talking 1,000 foot an hour. If you had logs like this in a crew, you could do some production on this mill. That's at 8,000 foot in a day.
they say it will do 10 or better.
Yeah, if you get the right logs and the right backup equipment. It's all downstream is where all the problem is, but alrighty everybody, we are going to shoot you your Friday Eve video here.
Early.
Yeah, we're shooting it today actually. It's your the 2 beach logs, and we'll do that, and we got to keep frickin' Jeep happy.
Yeah, got to keep up with them.
And also like to give a shout out to a guy that does woodworking. He pronounced, I think it's pronounced Irie Workshop, and he has he does all woodwork, and his channel is really interesting.
Yeah,
and I told him I'd give him a shout out here, and I'd like to get back into my shop sometime. I got to build your mom something I told you about, and we'll do some more woodworking
She's been
projects.
waiting.
But yeah, check him out. I think it's E-I-R-E, Irie Workshop. So everybody have a great week, and thanks again for 40,000 subscribers.
Yes,
and
we appreciate every bit of it. We're all team players.
yes, we are team players, but yeah, YouTube is a family. So everybody take care, and we will see you Friday Eve.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.